Joining me now is Officer David Northway with Tallahassee Police Department to talk about some safety tips for your protection. And this week we're talking about benefits or food stamps and kind of what you guys see at the police department. Let's start with the application process. You say there's something that a lot of people may tend to do that they necessarily don't need to do.
Right, and I think this is from way back. People teach it over the generations, and the thing that comes to mind for me is your taxes. People in movies and media tend to fudge their taxes. Well, the same thing happens with EBT cards or food stamps. People tend to think that they're not going to make it or be eligible for those food stamps, so they fudge the numbers on their food stamps, which is on their application process, which is not the way to go. That is against the law. It is illegal. So we're trying to warn people, please stop doing that. We are cracking down on that and looking at the application process.
And what are some other tips? Let's say someone has applied. I'm sure there's very strict guidelines as far as who can use these benefits. Right.
That's another thing that we see. We see that if I issue a card to you, or you get one issued to yourself, you're the only one that's eligible to use those. You cannot have a family member staying with you and say, hey, I'm going to stay home and watch the kids. Well, you go down to the store and buy groceries for the family. It was issued to you. You must go to the store and buy the food and the groceries yourself.
And of course, there's certain parameters as far as what could be purchased.
Right.
Overall, what are the best safety tips for people to know as far as using the benefits legitimately and using them properly?
Well, the first thing obviously is apply correctly. Put your information on there correctly. The second thing is you're the only one to use it. And the third big thing that we see is I don't have time to go to the store myself, so I'm going to ask my neighbor to go down to the store. Hey, you're going to the grocery store anyways? Hey, I need 2 pounds of butter, 2 gallons of milk, and some bread. Would you do me a favor? Go down and pick up your groceries, but don't get yourself butter. Just put 4 pounds of butter on my EBT card or my food stamp card, and then you can take that for doing the favor for me. Again, great that you're helping each other out as neighbors, but that is not using it in the correct way. And we do have a group of officers that are out there that are looking to make sure people are using their food stamp cards in the appropriate way. We want to make sure that everybody doesn't have a misunderstanding about it.
And again, it's a system put in place to help protect everybody. Officer David Northway, thank you very much. Certainly appreciate it for your protection. Here now is Chief Meteorologist Casanova Nurse.